Do you know your wives' social security numbers?
No.
Oh my God. I guarantee you they know yours.
No way.
My wife doesn't even
You
know
don't
my
think
phone
so?
number.
No
way.
chance.
That's not a thing you're
You know Mike's social security number?
Interesting. No, but my mom knows my dad's. Do you know your wife's blood type?
Nope.
Yes.
That is extremely important.
Yes. I know it.
Don't know.
Extremely important.
Cut this out.
But I guarantee you my wife doesn't know my blood type. I don't even think I know my blood type.
How many? I want to know the statistics of how many people
Know their blood type?
No, on a given day. Don't cut me off.
Sorry.
Need to know their fucking blood type.
How many? She's right though. You should know your spouse's blood type.
But give me the context of the situation where you would need to know it.
100%. I'm with this guy.
She's dying on a deathbed.
Like in a pinch.
Oh, you're saying they're gonna find out that what kind of blood type she has?
Yeah. Time to test.
I think it's probably like a little thing you dip in it. It's like, oh, she's O, you know, like go find some O.
Oh.
There's a lot of energy going around this space.
I was with Aaron yesterday, and
Aaron, yes.
Aaron.
What are you thinking?
And
Judge.
I was with Aaron Judge. We were playing baseball together.
Who knows who he's going to come across?
We were just having a catch. Me and him.
Jesse having a catch would be beautiful.
With a professional baseball player?
Oh my, with anyone
Imagine
actually.
that?
Even with your kids.
And we got to do they want us to do like a quick like podcast kind of thing. Like we're talking about the candidate. We got to do that. Just me and you.
Me and you?
Yeah. Just improvise it.
All right.
Improv?
Yeah.
August Wilson?
Yeah, exactly.
August Williams?
August.
He goes, yeah, exactly.
I know. I had to look at the sign.
But I saw the latest cut yesterday. It's good. It's good.
Yeah?
It's almost there.
Is it 7.5 minutes now?
No, it's 12 minutes.
Okay. All
which
right.
is cool.
That's
which
good.
is cool. A lot of shit got cut out, which is also cool. But
I'm going to watch it on the big screen.
Yeah.
When you send it to me.
I think we're probably going to have like a thing, you know?
I think you should.
Yeah, probably going to.
That'd be fun.
I'd like to see it.
I'm coming.
To the screening or this?
His microphone's like not even by him.
No. He's doing some research.
Did you ever listen to Rufus Wainwright?
Not in a very long time. Is he the one that did the CDs about all the states? He had all the state names? Oh, no, that's Steven Stevenson or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. I don't
like
think.
Illinois.
You used to listen to Rufus Wainwright?
I know who he is. No, not really.
I went back to it.
Sounds like a you guy.
What do you mean?
Rufus Wainwright.
It was like during my like real sad boy era.
Sounds like who's that other band? Bryan Adams. You like Bryan Adams?
Ryan Adams.
Okay, that guy too.
Yeah, but Ryan Adams is great, and all the fucking like girls that love fucking like emotional country, like Ryan Adams did that shit fucking 20 years ago. Yeah, but Rufus Wainwright back into it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
How do you say his name?
Rufus Wainwright.
Oh.
It was
Wolfus?
It was weird.
Yeah, you know Wolfus.
Wolfus Wainwright.
Wolfus Wainwright at the Linguini and White Quams.
He's pretty cool.
So what's going on?
Linguini.
Getting busy is what it's doing.
What's going on? It's fucking summertime now.
Not yet. Still got a week or so.
I'm struggling.
Me too. John's got the positive energy.
Yeah, he's got to pick us up today. He's going to have to take the team on his back.
I wanted to say before we started, and it's not really like a compliment sandwich. It's more like an open face sandwich. So it's like
boy.
half and half.
I don't know if that's good.
So we're going to get roasted a little
Half
bit?
compliments, half roast. Right?
Uh-oh.
I was listening to the last episode for what? Actually, it was 2 episodes ago. And that was like the 4th or 5th time I listened to that. It's really good.
Okay, that's a good compliment.
It's really
I like
good.
that.
Despite all of the handicaps in this room, right? Like, I'm going to start with myself. Crippling OCD and perfectionism, you know, like never satisfied with anything. Rifle of ADHD, you know, like just like never know if he's there. Guy definitely has some sort of a throat cancer. Megan's in fucking Boston. She's got to deal with the delay. She can't get high.
Right.
You know, like
Even
all of
if
that.
She tries.
And you, well, we know about you, you know.
That's how my open face sandwich lands?
Yeah, you
So
got
all this was meant to say that it was good?
Yeah, it's really good. And I was actually watching a couple of other, not to shit on anybody, but I'm going to shit on some people. Like I was looking at a couple of the other like local people that do this. Atrocious. Awful.
Oh, shit.
So like, but I'm not naming names.
Are they in a room or are they doing everything on Zoom?
Both. I was just, I was doing some market research the other day.
You know what's interesting is I had a
R&D.
lot of people from, the group that I'm in with Vince, the funeral director. And a lot of people are like, oh, what do you mean? Why'd you ask him? You know what I mean? Like, like people like, and it's, I don't know what it was, but I knew that he was going to be good for this.
Yeah.
I knew that he had the right personality and the right job and just fucking, but I think that's like the interesting part about it is like, let's pick people that we can just have stupid conversations with.
Who's the most
The
exciting?
best part is that's not even. We didn't even put that out yet.
No.
We're not even talking about that one.
Yeah, well, because we had to deal with one of the handicaps in the room.
Oh,
that
that's
situation.
That's not the one you were talking about?
No.
No.
What
I was
it?
talking about the last one. It was all four of us together.
Oh.
It was just good. I was listening to it. The quality's good. It looks good. Mags is doing
Love
his
that.
thing. He's MIA right now.
Yeah.
He's probably in a fucking club in Thailand. Is that where he's from?
Just fucking letting it off.
Oh,
like
God.
fucking
It's
getting his steam out.
Which he's earned it. He's been working hard. He did a good job. Avocado.
Who's your favorite guy
Yeah.
in that meeting group? Like, who's the most interesting guy? Like, is there a really like top dog in there? You can't say yourself.
It's tough, and this can't be clips.
Forget it. Let's move on.
Oh, nobody's gonna.
Well, I was gonna say I don't know who's clipping him out. It's not my job anymore.
Why not?
Why
Kurt.
not?
Well, I don't clip out stuff for the whole episode. So if he doesn't want something in,
No, I don't mean.
who's
I don't-
removing it?
No, I don't mean in the full episode. I mean like as a clip.
Yeah, you would think Kurt would do that, right? But he doesn't. I do that.
I used to take all the
No, it's hard. You
controversial
don't
stuff
follow.
out.
Legs comfy, dude.
But it's not just the group. I don't go a lot of places and find people to where I'm like, you know what, that person's really interesting.
No,
that's what I'm
just
looking
saying-
for all the time.
I know that you meet with
It's all
that
I
group like once a month or whatever. I was just wondering if there was like a top dog in that group.
In what respect? I mean, yeah, there's people
well,
that have like the most money and they're the most influential and like,
Yeah.
can theoretically help you the most, financially. And there's that, I guess.
I feel like it's biggest personality is what you mean.
That's kind of what I mean. Yeah, like who's loudest when they walk in that room? Who's
Him.
yeah?
That's why I asked him to come.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
When you say like you find that there's not a lot of interesting people,
Maybe I'm not saying that right.
if you're we could cut this anyway, but like if you're talking to somebody for like 15 minutes, how much a percentage of that are you paying attention to what they're saying?
I know within 15. I know within 15 seconds whether or not fucking I'm interested. You know what I mean? Like, but I have a gift to where I have an autopilot that goes on, and I can still extract the finances. but yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I should have rephrased
I
that.
cut
I should
out.
have said, "Who's the worst guy in that?"
Yeah.
yeah.
let's get juicy.
But Everett, like a cool person is so.
Cool.
That's such like a relative thing. Like it depends on who you're asking.
That's interesting you say that. I don't think so.
No, because
think it's
I think
obvious.
cool. I think cool is universal. I think cool.
I don't know.
Cool is universal because cool is just somebody who's comfortable with who they are, is not trying too hard to be anything.
I can understand Meg though being like, "Cool might
Yeah.
be the annoying guy."
What?
Like if the guy's too robust, is that the word? Robust. It would be annoying when that guy walks through the door.
You mean like over the top in your
over
face?
the top? Yeah, it's like anybody walks in that door and you're like, "Ugh, he made it here this month." You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like Jesse's a hard sell.
Hard read,
What do you mean? What do you mean?
because he might be that guy.
I'm trying to think of how I don't have the juice to articulate this the right way. No, like you hate a lot of people. Like you don't like a lot of people. So it takes a lot to be like cool for Jesse.
I hate a lot of people. I don't like that. I definitely don't like a lot of people.
Really?
I don't
expect
No,
that.
but hate. I don't. Hate's not the right word.
No, you don't like a lot of people. That's a better way to
I'm
put
not
it.
impressed by a lot of people.
Exactly.
That's
So
even
cool for him, I think, is like a different scale.
That's worse when like
Yeah,
somebody
but
tells
he's
you
the
that.
fucking same way. He just doesn't have fucking RBF.
No, I hate everybody.
Yeah, I actually think he's way more closed off to new people than I am.
I just don't.
Probably.
I don't have time. Not that it's time. I don't have tolerance for like the bullshit. Like
Yeah.
the back and forth. Like I'm lucky I don't have kids because I'd just be in the corner.
You have no patience for that.
Yeah. But maybe not. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of fake people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it depends what your interests are. Like, sorry to cut you off, Kurt, but like, no offense to anyone. Like, I'm not a big like creative music arts person.
Yeah,
so
but
like cool for me is like the people that you guys hang out with in that world. I'm not like, oh, those people are so cool, but they probably are cool to someone else.
But those aren't the only people that I think you're cool, and you don't like any of those things, and fucking you.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like, but
someone else would look at me and say that she's not fucking cool at all.
I think that person would probably not be cool.
I don't think so.
I don't think so
definitely
either.
not.
I think cool is
You
cool.
don't think so?
It doesn't matter what brand or what flavor. It's just cool is cool.
Yeah, I think all the subgenres of people, there's another stratification inside those subgenres.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
There's preference for like the type
Subgenres.
of activities and type of interests, and some people have wider ranges of interest than others, but I think cool is just cool. I think.
All right. Cool is cool. That's the title.
Cool.
Cool. Remember that.
Yeah.
Because I'm going
It's
to
a nice one.
And the AI is not doing a great job with the titles lately. I got to make them up myself.
I like his titles.
Yeah, that's AI.
I like a couple of his titles.
What title?
For 5,000.
That's how I read it, Kurt. Every time I see it, I'm like, 5,000.
V5000. I'm just going with.
That's because you guys aren't cool.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
No. But every time I scroll on one of those posts, I'm like, this is like the most philosophical. This is the stuff that Jesse starts talking about on this podcast. And my head just like starts to explode a little bit. That's the whole podcast over there.
It's the whole podcast.
And I'm glad you have a space for that.
Me
That's
too.
important.
Me too.
Yeah, you deserve that.
I know.
It's cool.
Thank you.
I think it's
That's cool.
I think everything's cool.
What are you eating? What is that?
What are you gonna do when you start running like fucking retreats and shit?
Retreats.
Oh,
You
That word annoys me.
A couple, 2-3 more project managers before you start the treats.
Tutri.
Yours is cool too.
Yeah, I agree.
Mine's cool.
I think yours is really cool. I think you're really good at it.
You know who's coming in tonight?
Who?
Dan Ward.
Nice.
He's going to tell us about everything.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
It's gonna be.
Meg, we should start something cool of our own.
Yeah. Crazy people.
like a book club.
How to organize your
Tinkerers
week.
and not
Coffee,
Yeah, exactly.
coffee and books.
Yeah.
I was thinking about I was thinking that you should do that Rolodex thing on here to help promote yours
Oh, yeah?
every now and again.
We could do that.
You know?
What
Not
is
today,
that?
But
I got to add a bunch. You gave me a couple good ones. My brother gave me a couple good ones. I like it.
yeah.
Cool. We're doing it. We're fucking doing it.
Everything's cool.
Everything's cool.
Till it's not.
Till it's not cool.
And then what happens?
It doesn't matter. It'll be cool again.
Yeah.
It'll go back around and be cool.
Absolutely.
You gotta be cool.
It's like what Tim Dillon and Joe Rogan just said about the girls' pants.
What'd they
were
say?
big, then they were small, and now they're big again.
Right.
But
They are big
you know,
again.
the gym pants are always small.
I saw Mom Jean bell bottoms.
On a guy or a girl?
A girl.
Yeah, girl. I
was
went to
weird.
a couple of young girl concerts.
What?
Went to a couple of concerts where there was a lot of young girls over the past couple of years, and just the clothes are different. But we've talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They change a lot.
Yeah.
I
wife
love the
said
bigger
she-
jeans.
Fuck you guys and your
My wife said
opinions
she
on
never-
women's clothes.
She never wore the same pair of clothes in high school.
Same pair of clothes.
Like the same outfit.
what the fuck is
in
the
high
same
school.
pair?
The
of
whole
clothes?
time?
She had a book. She had a book, and she used to write down what she wore, and she would never
Wow.
repeat outfits.
That's intense.
I mean, I'm sure there was some days where it was like, you know, a light blue
Mix and
pair of
match.
jeans.
Like
and
if I had a
mix and
daughter,
match.
that'd be the
Yeah.
kind of shit that would want to make me jump out of a window.
Yeah, if you had a daughter, it would be so interesting.
You think?
I would love it.
Goodness gracious.
Your wife was hot back in high school.
Was she?
Yeah, I like that.
Nice. That's a good compliment.
As a person and, you know, as a woman.
Yeah, I snagged her.
As a female. Wait, did you guys date all through high school? Or did you... You probably told me this. After high school?
After
After
college.
college?
After college. yeah.
Wow, I like that.
Yep.
I like that.
She was 2 years younger than me. Not as cool, but, you know,
She's our age.
she became cool.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
You guys are 2 years
I didn't know
apart?
her that much in high school, to be quite honest.
I feel
I was
like
buddies
she
with
was,
your wife for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like she was different than you.
I'm
Not like
sure.
same crew. Same crowd.
Yeah, she's
Was she into like going to clubs and shit?
She hung out with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
liked
she was
clubs.
also into like clubs and dancing and makeup.
100%. Yes.
Clubs, dancing, and makeup.
Not wearing the same outfit.
Not wearing the same outfit.
Hell yeah.
And like, how did she think fondly of that time in her life when she was not wearing the same outfits?
She never wants to grow up. She's got Peter Pan syndrome, definitely.
Who does?
Syndrome. How old were you when you guys got married?
I was 31. She was 29.
Interesting. Nice age.
Kid at 32, 34, 36, 38.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Motherfuckers say wayo.
Ayo.
that.
That's a cool song.
Speaking of clubs,
I'll go right now.
I don't think they really existed in the same way anymore.
I've been to one my entire life.
Been to
I
none.
just want to go to like daytime fucking fancy
None?
pool party, pool drinking. That's all I want to do. Be in bed by 10.
I'd be okay never going to a club again.
Again.
I haven't been to many like real clubs, but I'd be okay to never set foot in a club. Bar?
What's a club
Sure.
to you? Like, describe what's going on in there.
It starts at midnight, 1 a.m.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
The time
Yeah.
is the issue.
Yeah, I've never been to anything like that.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
not into
yeah.
Like, that's when it starts?
Okay. They start late. That's like when speaking of cool, that's when the cool people go. Clarbent.
That's when everybody's like,
That's not, I mean, you have to. It's
Yeah.
1
Yeah, but
o'clock.
I don't do that.
Well, no,
So that's where there's the issue.
Right.
I don't think you have to either. There's other things you could keep to get
No, you
yourself
don't.
going.
You
like,
don't have to.
Yeah.
E kept you going.
that was cool.
We're just going to say cool.
Okay. No drugs. Say no to drugs.
Drugs are cool.
Say no to drugs.
Yeah.
You're trying to garden every other weekend. Say no to
then-
drugs.
I am trying.
I watched a.
Wait, are you going to tell us about how you got a little fucked up?
She told us already.
Classic. Yeah. I told you. Yeah, no. Go ahead, John.
We talked about the last one?
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck.
What the fuck?
Guys,
I just love John starting a sentence
I know.
that sounds so interesting, and then he just goes, "Abba-da-boo, boop-a-da-doo."
So I watched this movie. A lot of lesbian movies.
what?
Oh,
Because
it's-
I think it's the
cool.
month, you know?
It's in.
Lesbian month?
Yeah.
Lesbian
It was
friends.
Dakota Johnson. It's called like Am I Okay or something like that. She's lesbian, but she doesn't really know if she's a lesbian.
She's hot.
She's going to find it out. And I forgot why I said that.
What was she in, Dakota Johnson? Was she the 50 Shades of Grey
Yes.
chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good looking. Awful actress.
Really?
Oof.
You think so?
I mean, watch this movie. You would enjoy it. It's a lighthearted lesbian rom-com. But it's a good segue though, because it's Pride
Into
Month.
lesbians?
We all know about that, right?
Yes, it is Pride Month.
We had a good conversation about that last time. I don't know if that's going to make it in or not.
No, it probably will because it's probably not getting edited out. So
All right.
Mags doesn't give a fuck.
All right.
This guy, she thinks you're editing it. He thinks Mags is editing it. I'm editing it, so it'll be out.
Why, did it get bad?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I think it was before we started recording.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But anyway, I might be gay because the other day I was going to the Patchogue. I was going to Patchogue, my
Be a
normal
good reveal.
Sunday thing. I buy my, Redefine. I go to the cryology place, and they had the parade going on, and I got like a
Just
little
felt compelled to just jump in.
no, but I got real emotional
What?
about like there was like families, like mother, daughter, father, son, families walking there, and I
Like
was
with
like,
their kids. Like, my
Yeah.
kid's gay, so I'm fucking supporting
no,
them
I
and
don't.
everything.
No, I don't know. I think they were just supporting the whole thing, and I was like, "Wow, what a fucking country this is." Felt
Yeah.
pretty good about it. I actually get emotional.
Nice to feel good about that.
You know,
Kurt doesn't feel good about it.
No, I mean, it's nice to feel good about that, but
No, I think I think so too. I don't give a fuck about anything.
yeah, I mean, it's
Do
just
whatever you
like,
want.
How many
100%.
parades are you going to go to? You going to go to one every weekend with your family? Or are you going to what are you doing?
well, the flip side of this is I hate a fucking parade more than anything.
Parades are annoying as
I
shit.
hate parades
Just
too.
jamming
but
shit up, people walking down the middle of the road. Who the fuck wants to watch that?
Yeah, it's annoying.
But the fact that they could do it and that there's like, it was just hit me. I was like, wow, it's a cool country. You can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you
I
want to
think
be.
gay people were always in parades because parades are gay.
Oh my God.
That was pretty funny. That was actually pretty fucking funny.
I didn't think they started
That
parades.
was so funny.
It was a gay guy like, come on, let's go march down the street.
The word itself does sound a little good. You're right.
I will say I do love a marching band. I like
Just
marching
not
bands.
in a parade.
No, I'm just saying in general. If I had to sit through a parade, I'd like there to be a couple marching bands.
But how much marching band can you experience?
Sometimes they stop right in front of you. I don't experience marching bands.
No, the
unless I
only
see a
marching
parade.
bands are good are like the ones like in the South, like with all the black people. That
That's
do
racist. That's so racist.
That's not racist. That's appreciation.
They're the only ones that can play the drums in the drum line.
Yeah, well, when white people are
one
like,
with with Nick Cannon in it.
yeah, exactly. When they got like fucking 70 fucking trumpets and they're like giving you like sexual healing or something
I
like
like
that
when they
and
do
just
covers.
busting it out.
I
That's
do like
amazing.
when they do covers.
Howard University.
Like
Grambling?
like
Grambling.
That's like the New Orleans style shit, right? Like when
Second line.
when they come down the street. That's amazing stuff.
Yeah, and what's good about those parades? A lot of them is like super short. They're just random.
That's what we should
All
go.
day.
We should go to New
Yes,
Orleans
all day.
right now.
I'd love it. Really? That stink
I feel like
face.
that's not up my alley.
Not a nice place.
Megan was drinking over the weekend. She's a little fucking
It's
HO.
like Vegas.
and
It's like a
she's-
3-day thing, 2-day thing.
It's fucking
not
Tuesday. You still
HO.
hungover?
You still?
No.
Where'd you go?
No. I went to a wedding.
Oh, weddings are fun.
Yeah. On Saturday. I'm fine. I wasn't on Saturday morning.
You got
I
that-
was better than I was when I was with you guys, though, for sure.
You got that drunk, huh?
She can't see
No,
you
I
look
really
at
didn't. I had it together.
him. This is really funny. He's looking at you.
Question is,
I can't
did
see him.
you, during the during the wedding, did you put your head on your man's shoulder and be like, "This is so cute"?
What?
Like,
Oh, like I wish
No,
we could
like-
have one of these.
yeah, but not saying it, just feeling it. You know what I mean?
No. Oh yeah. I feel like you always feel it at a wedding.
Yeah.
And then we had like a drive home to Boston the next day, and you're like, "What did you like about that thing?" I'm like, "What'd you like about that?" Like you do kind of research.
You guys
Feel
do
it
like a
out.
little, like a
Feel
little,
it out.
Yeah, like take some notes. On what
a debrief.
I'll admit it.
A little
I like
debrief.
seeing it.
Love.
Wedding?
When love is in the air.
I like seeing the love in the air and the vows being
Yeah.
read.
It's one of the fucking
Yeah.
quintessential human moments.
But people hate it. But I think those are just angry people.
If you hate a wedding, especially like
Somebody you care about.
especially
Like,
somebody that you
Yeah,
care
yeah,
about.
yeah.
If you hate that, you're a
people love to be
fucking-
mad about fucking everything.
Yeah, it's true.
What I will say, talk about love, a cocktail hour. I love a cocktail hour. The vibes of a cocktail hour are electric.
Yeah.
Like the little mini meatballs on a fucking skewer. Give me 10. They had bacon wrapped little mini hot dogs, pigs in a blanket, but no bun, bacon. They were like keto.
I'm
Fantastic.
hungry right now.
Beautiful.
Wow. That
Oh
sounds
my
nice.
God. They were so good.
The seafood.
Mixed
like
with a
cold
little
seafood at a
vodka
cocktail
soda.
hour?
It's been a long time since I've been to a wedding.
It's been, yeah, I mean, we're getting old.
A big fat
Well, you'll
shrimp
have one in a few years to go to.
go,
Don't worry.
let's
You'll
go,
be my
man.
bridesmaids.
All right.
My bridesmaids. That's cute.
Imagine.
I
pass.
Pass, he says. You can't pass on it.
If someone asked me to be a bridesmaid,
I mean,
I'll go to her wedding, but I'm not.
I'm in. Kurt's in too.
You guys would totally be
Yeah,
in. I'd give you
fucking-
cute little bow ties.
A couple fucking parade goers.
we're not wearing dresses.
No, like fucking,
I'm picturing you two dressed
pink-
up like Dennis Rodman.
pink
and you dressed up
suits.
like a woman.
Yeah.
I'll rock the shit out of a pink suit. Yeah. So.
Work's getting busy. Tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I forget.
Because of the summer? Is that how it goes?
Yeah, but I just forget that like multiple people like to call in sick. So like you're always down people. You're always like trying to like catch up. You're always
Let's not talk about this. Come
what work?
on. No, it's miserable.
Oh, I mean it's
Why don't
it's
you
reality.
just leave it there? When you
I do
leave.
most of the time. I
leave it
do.
there.
I've been really, really good at that.
Okay.
But I'm tired. I am. I don't like being like the pinpoint guy when you don't really know. Like you just get a phone call and you're like, you got to take care of this real quick because everything's
That's
like
my
last
whole
minute
life.
there.
That's my entire life.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, I could see that. No, I can.
What do you want to be? Just like the guy in the background?
Who
who's
nobody
like,
talks
No,
to
you
and gets paid a ton of
No,
money.
all I
Fucking,
want
you don't have
to
to think.
all I want to be, all I need like warning. I like to prepare for something. What? Why?
Kurt,
Why?
listen, I'm going to call you in 20 minutes. We're about to have an emergency. I'm
No,
just
no.
letting you know. We have a problem, but not yet. 20 minutes
See,
from
it's
now.
not an emergency.
call you.
It's not an emergency. It's people not planning ahead.
You want people to be proactive?
Yeah, beforehand, like know when somebody's not going to be there to take care of something and know that you need somebody to fill it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Not wait till
and I'm
last
talking
minute.
vacation. I'm not talking a guy called in sick. I'm talking this guy's going to be off next week, but Coors is coming to visit.
Well, that's like poor process, though. You need us to come in there and fucking take care of that place? We could.
oh, is that what you...
I mean, for a small fee.
You know, what do you
That's
got?
not so small.
fucking...
But yeah,
It's not a bad idea.
10, 20 grand a month? Wide range.
they could afford it.
Let me get
Easy.
in there. I saw him yesterday. We had a little summer kickoff.
Simon?
The owner. Yeah, you rarely see the owner. Still got a tail. Still got a pistol on his side.
Oh, yeah.
Side
Yeah?
of his hip. Looks exactly the same that
He's
he
got a
looks
pistol.
like 13 years
He's
ago.
got a pistol on his hip that's visible.
Well, he moved his jacket back a couple times.
All those old school beer guys do because there's always cash.
That's
like
intense.
old school, like skinny handle, skinny barrel. Like really, you can't find his gun anywhere.
That is intense.
True word of the meaning.
so
pistol.
aggressive.
Like
Yeah, 6-shooter.
yes, yes.
Guy has $1 billion company and he's strapped up.
Yeah,
That's saying
you're
something.
right. He's probably done it forever.
I don't think it's saying anything at all.
I think it's saying something.
I don't.
If you like at $1 billion,
Beta boy.
if you're not relaxed enough to not have to fucking be strapped up all day long,
I think it's part
That's
of the
saying
persona.
I think it's that.
I think it's the persona now.
Yeah?
I don't think it's, oh my God, I gotta have my, I gotta jam it out every once in a while. I think it's just a part of the outfit.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know, man.
Fucking greaseball.
It just goes to show you that there's
You know what he looks like?
Yeah, I've seen
Oh
him multiple
shit.
times.
Okay.
there's no peace.
Looks the same.
You should probably chop this one out, Kurt.
Nah, he don't know who I am.
The best thing that could ever happen to Kurt is if
he don't
fucking
know
he
who I
saw
am.
this.
He's a great guy. Great guy.
And you love the workplace and the culture.
Yes. Everything about it. That's why I stay there.
Yes.
Imagine getting
Correct.
a company to over $1 billion.
It was funny though. One last thing about this job, they gave away some shit yesterday. Like it's big summer kickoff, and you get a free raffle, and they gave away like TVs, a couple TVs. This guy who cannot speak English at all won a TV. That's not the funny part. Everybody was like standing on their feet clapping. Cut to like 20 minutes later when you're sitting talking to some people, he's still standing on the front grass with a cardboard box TV. Like nobody like helped him bring it to his car or anything. Like he's just standing on the front lawn with a 50-inch screen.
Good for him, though.
It was great that he
nice.
won. But it was just really, really funny. Everybody's sitting around, standing around drinking, talking, and this guy's leaning on a 50-inch screen TV. Like,
Did you go and help him?
no, I didn't. I went home.
Oh,
I went,
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
I wasn't
perfect.
sure he had a
It's
car.
like a company picnic.
Company, summer. They do a summer like kickoff thing.
That guy saw you get in your car and not help him, and he was like, you know what? I'm not going to tell him when I'm on vacation, so he fucking doesn't have a heads up.
And the cycle.
That's the culture.
There you
And
go.
the cycle continues.
Yeah,
That's the
true.
culture you
That's
guys
true.
are breeding.
It always comes back. You're right.
Mini pistols, lack of accountability, lack of awareness.
You're right. We shouldn't have talked about this. Thanks. Next subject.
Mini pistol?
Do you remember the company Mailboxes, etc.?
Yeah.
Like it was like a store. It was like a UPS type of store situation.
Yeah. Mailbox, etc.
That was my first job ever.
I thought fucking Horvath was.
But not working at the store. What's the elementary school by like Venetian Shores? Harding? Yeah.
Didn't they close?
Harding?
No,
No,
the other
Bauer.
one.
Bauer closed.
I'd love to buy that building. Go ahead.
My first job was I dressed up like the Mailboxes, etc. mascot and went to a fair at Harding Avenue School.
Really?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Almost
I
like a
totally
sign
forgot
flipper?
about it. My mom reminded me about it the other day.
Wow.
And I was like, I was in
What
the
was that
fucking
mascot?
mailbox.
Were you,
Oh,
were you making moves? Were
Yeah.
you doing moves?
My arms are out, but it was like rules. You couldn't say the words. I was a mascot.
Right.
Basically. That's crazy. Right? My arms are out of the mailbox and I'm like going up, taking pictures with kids and like.
That's funny.
I can't
just a
believe
human mailbox.
that. That's weird.
Yeah, it was so weird. It was, I got so tired.
How old were you?
Maybe like 10, 9, 11.
You had to do that like multiple times?
A couple times, yeah.
John, get in the mailbox costume again. Johnny, in the mailbox costume again. We're going to a school.
Yeah.
It's good.
Johnny
working out young.
Mailbox?
I want to get my kids working young, you know?
Yeah, get them the
Yeah,
mailbox.
don't bring them here. They'll like be sitting on the couch doing nothing. I don't know what they'll do. You got to give them like real work.
Like what?
I mow a lawn. I don't know. You got to give them like work.
It's interesting. That's an interesting thing.
Why is that an interesting
I think he's
thing?
right.
You can't give them an office
I
job,
think-
filing papers.
Yeah, it's hard
No,
work.
I think
You
get
need
them
some-
doing yard work.
Yeah, 100%. Dishes.
Put them in a costume. Tell them to go to a school.
It's just it was interesting. Like what we were talking about was like how like that's the second I was like felt like I could walk. My mom was like, "You got to get a job."
Right.
Yeah.
And she was real about it.
Stop bringing
She was
something
not
in.
kidding. You know. And
hear
she's
you.
like, any opportunity she could to like get me a job, she would always jump at it and be like, "Oh, be the mailbox boy."
I kind of like that though.
I have a son. Talking to other people. I got a son who could do that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he's
When did you
larger than
start
the rest of
working?
his.
I started work when I was
13,
I think 11, 12.
I think. 13, I think. Yeah, 12 at the beer distributor.
Yeah.
Making pallets.
What do you mean?
Full circle. I was making. We used to have like 5 trucks that went out, 5 box trucks that went out.
Like
I would pick at night,
picking.
make
worked at
6 packs,
MY
do
Beverage, right?
recycling. Yeah,
MY Beverage and Coke.
Yep.
Because that's your dad's friend, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Frank Montalto.
Frank Montalto.
That's a
Retired
fun
and in
last name.
Florida.
He used to work for Manhattan. No, Coke, right?
Coke.
Manhattan beer.
Coke. Yeah, well, he was security at Manhattan Beer.
My first job was in a pharmacy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How do you even get in? Don't you have to go to school for that?
I faked the test.
Did you really?
He wasn't a pharmacist.
Yeah, I was not a pharmacist.
Yeah, but you can mix pills.
I wasn't filling.
Oh,
I wasn't filling his prescription.
I thought you were behind the counter over there.
Yeah, I was like,
sorting
excuse me, ma'am,
pills."
I have to stand up on this step stool, but is 100 pills of Xanax? No problem.
You can mix pills.
1, 2 for you. 1, 2, 3 for me.
I was the stock boy. I used to break up the boxes. I used to sweep. And then I told the story in the lunchroom, that huge shopping cart. It was the first time I was introduced
Oh, yeah,
to
to porn.
porn.
Yeah.
That's the job you kids have to do. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Manual labor.
Manual labor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be like, build a spreadsheet or something.
No. Because then they're not going to do it.
Yeah, any sort of an office job, they're just going to be like on playing snoot or like looking at porn.
100%.
They'll be like, "Oh, remember the time I worked at fucking Viola Media? So my first piece of porn, same story as you. It's just digital now."
Yeah, mine was a little serendipitous, though. I mean, who's to say there was a huge fucking shopping cart full of porno magazines?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Porno
I would've bet on it.
I
magazine.
mean, that wasn't the only day that you worked there.
huh?
That wasn't the only day that you worked there. I'm sure there was multiple months.
No, it
of
was a
you just
giant
working.
shopping cart filled up to like the whole thing. It was kind of
Did
crazy.
you
that it
have
was
to
kept out
replenish
there.
the shelves with that?
No, it was just
Oh.
there.
That'd be a good job for your kids replenishing
No,
the
the guy
shelves
couldn't
with
fucking. I was
Playboys.
like, I was 12 years old. No way they were gonna like.
They're the ones that got to put the sleeves on it.
But what was
black
weird?
bar
What was
across the
weird is that there wasn't any other magazines in that fucking thing. It wasn't like a
Yeah,
shop.
somebody was getting rid of them.
No, they had to be selling them somewhere in
the
the
owner
store,
was
like behind
probably
the
like
counter.
taking them to his house or something. Or fucking, It's weird.
Well, yeah, I mean, I bet you the first one is worth a lot of money.
What was your first job?
Me?
Yeah.
An eye doctor at
Oh, yeah.
like 15.
No porn
Yeah.
over there.
So crazy.
That was just a
I
couple
was a
years ago.
secretary.
Secretary.
How do you
Checking
get that
people
at
in.
15?
I'm like, my dad was a UPS man and he delivered there and knew all the ladies and they needed some admin help. So then I strolled in.
It's cute.
What was like, how
Yeah,
many
in
hours
high
were you
school.
working? What were you making?
Probably like 10 to 12 a week after school.
That's nice.
But I honestly probably didn't start till like 16 or 17 actually, because I did sports all the time. You didn't really have time to work when you were
Right.
grinding out there.
You just call us not sports guys?
I
So
was.
you were
I
working all
might
the time?
have.
I played sports.
I might have.
I was not. I was definitely not a sports guy.
No, but I remember my first paycheck was like $130, and I went straight to the mall and blew every last dollar of
Nice.
that. I was
Yeah,
like, this is
that's
the
great.
coolest thing on clothes. I was
Dropped
like,
the
this
bag.
shit, $130. I was like, this is fantastic.
If you go to Lululemon now, you would be able to get a pair of pants.
I'm like, I can get one jacket there. Yeah.
It's a good feeling when you're a kid and you make your own money.
I
Oh
remember
my
when I
God.
started working at the BD. My schedule was Friday 4 to 7, Saturday 12 to 7,
Yeah.
and Sunday 12 to 3. So it's 13 hours, and I would get
4 to 7.
$65, I think.
All 3 days together?
Yeah,
Wow, really?
65, maybe $75.
That's not a lot of money.
I remember
Back in the day?
Mark was paying $4 an hour.
Yeah, it was a minimum wage.
Get the hell out
$4
of here. Really?
an hour. Yeah.
I
But
really
he's
don't.
paying cash.
I don't remember what my Blockbuster paycheck was. I really don't.
What about MY?
A lot. I was there at one point when I was like 14, 15, I was taking home $315 a week.
Well, how many hours were you working? A lot.
Like in the summers,
I
you're
guess.
probably working.
Yeah, the summers I was probably working.
We
all
worked
the
a lot of
time.
hours in the summer, though, right?
No, dude, at the fucking height of it, I was working there every single day, 9 to 8, 9 to 8, 9 to 8, 9 to 8, 9 to 8.
Oh
That's a
my
lot.
god.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
We used to get so drunk and sleep in the walk-in cooler.
Walking cool is the best for hangovers.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We used
Best
to
for
do-
anything.
We used to do such stupid shit. back
Just
then.
eating lunch.
Lunch was so great.
Heroes every day, ham and cheese.
We would have like fucking like a hero like backed up with like a fucking brownie and then like fucking
Oh my god!
just like lay on the fucking cases of beer.
And you're going out that night too.
Yes.
You're not going home and going to bed. You're going out.
Remember the electricity of that? Remember the electricity of
Yeah.
a Saturday, right? It's 6, 7 o'clock on a Saturday. The sun is starting to come down. And people are planning, they're talking, where we're going to be, this is where we're going to go.
And it was always like the same places too.
We're pulling out of there 30 packs of Bud.
Yep.
The whole
Yeah, who
nine. Or
needs
maybe we're doing some
something?
cool shit, taking some like fucking imported stuff nobody's ever heard of. You know what I mean? Like,
We're gonna test this out tonight.
the electricity of those times, man.
Yeah.
I remember your crew used to come in and buy beers all the time when you were underage. And you guys always used to buy Bud Ice.
Yes.
You had
Bud
a
Ice was the shit.
Gigantic old piece of shit car. This is Joe Marks'
Joe
car.
Marks' brown car?
Yeah.
That was not a piece of shit. It was Hearns had the El Camino.
And you guys were the only scumbags that would actually return the empties.
Yes.
He just called us scumbags.
Yes. Well, you
messed
used to
up.
return the empties because your dad made
Did I not pay for those empties?
That's
did I
probably
not-
what somebody said to your dad.
Did I not pay for that when I came with it?
Megan, do you know that aspect? So we all worked at the beer distributor, and you know how like people that buy beer and bring it back. Do you know about that?
The deposit.
No.
Yeah. So people.
Well, yeah, you got like a bottle deposit.
But you'll
Okay,
have,
I didn't know
like-
you do it at that.
I was like,
But
holy
that place.
You'll see it like at the supermarket and shit, but like at beer distributors.
Yeah.
At beer distributors, it'd be like Saturday, 9:45 a.m., 95 degrees out in August, and like a station wagon would pull up. And like a full-fledged white trash family would get out with like 7 fucking black garbage bags that have just been sweltering in the heat for
Slugs.
like a
People are
week.
still
And
doing
you'd
that.
have to go. We'd have to go through those bags and pick out the
No.
beer bottles. What do
No.
you mean no?
No, first of all, you don't remember because there was never a time where you had to go into the bag.
A few times.
It was
definitely.
the customer's job to fucking
take it
sort
out of
them
the bag?
He
Yeah.
couldn't wait. Jesse couldn't wait for the customer to do it. He was like, get out of here. I want you out of here.
No way. That was not it.
No, we did it. We had to do it. It's
There was
terrible.
puke in those things.
It was just when it was just me and him, fucking. But then when other people started working there, I immediately began delegating.
That was the worst when there's like 9 cigarettes in it. Smells like cigarettes and beer. Yeah, that's a bad
Everybody
smell.
in Lindenhurst worked at a beer distributor. There was so many of them.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
There was freaking Cool Spot, MY, the one we worked at, which was 3 different ones, and then Beverage
Thrifty.
Land. Beverage Land.
Beverage Land, right?
Oh yeah, Thrifty. That's
Thrifty, which was up on Sunrise Highway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Beverage Land.
Beverage Land.
And then the 109 one,
Yeah.
the best store on this corner, which is weird.
When you were super young and you couldn't get anybody to buy you beer, where was your place?
It
But there was
never
always
young
places.
Never young enough.
enough. I mean, I was.
There was
never,
always places that sold.
Well, where was your spot? I know you were getting 40s.
The,
Coastal.
the gas station on Coastal.
Coastal. Okay, I
Where was
remember
Coastal?
that.
Valero. It was the same one
The one in Copeg?
on Strong's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was black and
Coastal,
red.
Yeah,
Coastal. We went to the place right next to, remember Shane's
Oh yeah,
in town?
that's
yeah.
risky.
Shane's.
Yeah, that was super risky. And then you'd get on your bike and you'd have little baggies of your 40s, hope they didn't smash
But that
on the
doesn't
way home.
happen no more, right? No chance.
I don't know.
No chance people are selling to 15 and 16-year-olds. No way.
I wouldn't put it
Are
past
they?
people. They're probably selling them weed.
I just feel like nowadays, like that shit will go on like a mom's Facebook group and fucking people will get shut down.
I
Yeah.
think kids are drinking in the back of their parents' house.
Megan, what's your experience here?
Underage buying alcohol.
Oh,
Never
God.
did it.
No, I did not personally buy. I had people buy for me all the time.
Of course.
I was too scared to do it myself.
So you were like the pimp?
But in high school, like people were getting it regularly.
Oh God, yeah. Gas Plus in Rocky Point. That was a spot.
What's it called?
Yep. I didn't have a Gas Plus. It was like a janky old gas station. I didn't have a fake ID until I was going to college. So like I physically couldn't. I had nothing to use to get it.
Right.
And nobody would believe that you were 21.
No chance.
No.
No, I get ID'd all the time. I got ID'd the other day. I said, I'm 27.
That's awesome.
And I said, thank you.
How'd you get an ID?
Good, sir.
Yeah, but I mean, there wasn't a long period of time we had to buy there because I worked at that place when I was 12 years old.
You ended up knowing somebody somewhere.
Yeah. No, I worked there since I was 12.
Oh, all right. Well,
Then we were just fucking blowing it out, making money off of it. I became coastal. You know?
No, we used to do wild shit. We'd fill up his fucking trunk like fucking with fucking.
I thought you weren't allowed to sell alcohol if you were under a certain age.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Can't you like not sell alcohol if you're like 13, 14?
Probably.
Yeah, but those were different times.
Those places aren't regulated like that.
Those were different times.
They also weren't like, I wasn't paying taxes either, you know?
We would regularly roll up to high school parties with like 8 cases of beer.
Yeah.
Like, no problem.
I could see that.
Does that scare you, thinking about your kids drinking like that
A little bit.
in a few years?
Little bit.
Yeah. Like
I
when you
just think
of the
about
shit you
all
did.
the like the near misses that I've had, like the times that I like
Yeah.
almost like, you
Talk
know,
about that all the
died, got somebody pregnant, fucking all the crazy shit. And I'm like, I don't want them to do any of that stuff.
Don't think about that.
It's a rite of passage.
They're gonna.
Probably it's just going to be different, though. It'll be like, you know, barbiturates now.
They're gonna bring back, what's those fucking drugs all the old timers love?
Ludes?
Boomers?
Like Quaaludes, yeah.
Ludes?
Quaaludes.
They'll just take them and sit in
Gonna
a chair?
just bring them back. That's what's coming back.
Maybe. When are they making new drugs?
They did. It's fentanyl. It kills people.
No, not that one. Like a new one that multiple people could like live off of.
Like psychedelics, you think you're saying?
Yeah. Should we make a new drug?
I feel like
Is there anything?
mushrooms are the era right now, aren't they?
Definitely not new.
I feel like it's
No,
old.
they're not new, but I feel like everyone's doing them.
Like the microdosing.
It's because they're natural,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Mushrooms are nice. All drugs are nice. Drugs are good. You just gotta fucking you gotta not have certain people with certain personalities can't do them. Some people like get hooked, and then they throw their life away. But that's a predetermined thing. Like that's not like I don't really believe that like a person who doesn't have that problem is gonna like do drugs and all of a sudden they're gonna throw their life away. I think that you have that
Well, yeah. I mean, look at all of us.
determined fucking
did
yeah.
Do people are people like fentanyl addicts, or that's an accident all the time?
I don't know anything about fentanyl other than the fact that they say they put it in cocaine and it kills people, and I had it when I ripped my shoulder out of my body.
I was going to say they use it medicinally. Is that the word?
Yeah, like it's a
Medically?
drug that they give you in the hospital. Like, they gave it to me and it didn't
Right.
it didn't do shit. It didn't help.
Interesting. I didn't know if people were like going and buying that and doing it and just getting like a good kind.
I don't know.
I think so.
There's like good Coke and bad Coke.
I think it
is,
yeah.
right? But then how is it so like when you see that story of like this guy opened up an envelope and passed out? Like how is that? I don't
think a
understand
lot of the
how that
shit.
is.
I think a lot of what you hear. Not to say that it's not true, but I think a lot of what you hear about that stuff is like telephone.
Well, yeah,
You know
I
what
mean, it's just like crack, the stories of crack and all that
urban
back in the day.
legends. Just kind of. I think in any kind of situation when you're mixing something into a substance, somebody's going to intake, and there's no regular. You know what I mean? There's no like rhyme or reason. It's just being done. You never know what could happen. You know.
I want to know what the hot thing is right now. We should do some research.
Drug research?
Yeah, I want to know what the hot topic is at college.
I think we should make a drug.
How would we do that?
I don't know.
It's a lot of trial and error.
Chemistry? Yeah, that's a good point.
I went to Strange Stars the other day, and I was just blown away. I'm like,
By how many
that?
people work there, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it's
how
a
much-
billion people behind that.
I don't think that's what he was
I
where he
know.
was going.
I know.
well, I mean, yeah.
I cut in with that.
Not that exactly, but basically about how successful they are, and it's a young kid.
Did you think?
And
they
I'm pretty
weren't
sure he
gonna
was
be?
there, like riding outside on one of those fucking motorized scooter, and he was just like, and he had his Lamborghini Urus fucking parked outside, and he was just
one
like,
gentleman
whipping-
owns that.
Yeah, it's a young kid. It's a young kid.
Wow.
Guy like younger than us, and he's doing like millions of dollars a week in cash.
That's
It's just
bizarre
like-
to me.
It's like, what the fuck? That's amazing. I'd be fucking flying around the parking lot in a fucking motorized scooter too. I'd probably be wearing like
I
a
wouldn't be
Technicolor
anywhere
robe
near
or
the
something.
store.
Same.
I wouldn't be anywhere near the store.
I wouldn't be anywhere in even the state.
Oh, had another good week. Awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Call me when it's more next
No,
week.
but if
Give
you were
yourself $1.
if you were like 30, You might be there, just enjoying it.
What are they doing with your IDs when they scan it? What's that about?
Just putting you in the system, letting them
What
know
system?
you're a drug
What are we
addict.
doing? Where's that scanner go? Why do you got to scan me?
When the Chinese take over, they have a list of
You
people
say who
who fucking
cares?
do
What
drugs
happens if
and
you're
who
going to
don't.
go to a local strip joint and they start scanning your ID?
No thanks.
Who cares?
I don't believe that.
I don't care.
I don't believe it. I just want to know where it goes.
You don't believe that he doesn't care, or you
I
don't
don't believe that it doesn't care.
I don't think about things like that.
I think if you started having to scan your ID every place you went, you'd start caring.
Bro, I'll put my social security number on my t-shirt.
Get it tattooed on your forehead. Get it tattooed with the last number missing so people just have to guess it.
Last number's a question mark.
It's not that difficult.
Do you know
only so many-
your
Can only be
wives?
fucking
There's like
9
so
and
many
10
numbers.
Do you know your wives' social security numbers?
No.
No.
Oh my God! I guarantee you they know yours.
No
way.
way.
No
My
way.
wife doesn't even
You
know
don't
my
think
phone
so?
number.
No
way.
chance.
That's not a thing you're
You know Mike's social security number?
Interesting. No, but my mom knows my dad's. Do you know your wife's blood type?
Nope.
Yes.
That is extremely important.
Yes. I know it.
Don't know.
Extremely important.
Cut this out.
But I guarantee you, my wife doesn't know my blood type. I don't even think I know my blood type.
You should. You, God forbid, you should know those things.
Just like, does
saying.
anybody have any fucking O negative?
Exactly.
How many? I want to know the statistics of how many people
Know their blood type?
no on a given day. Don't cut me off.
Sorry.
Need to know their fucking blood type.
How many? She's right, though. You should know your spouse's blood
But
type.
give me the
know
context of
your
the
kids?
situation where you would need to know it.
100%. I'm with this guy.
She's
Like,
dying
No,
on a
but
deathbed.
Like in a pinch.
Oh, you're saying they're going to
Yes.
find out that what kind of blood type she has?
They don't have time to test.
I think it's probably like a little thing you dip in. It's like, oh, she's O. You know, like go find some O. I think it's not as important as it maybe used to be, and I still don't ever think it was that important.
I don't know.
Now you got me thinking.
Let's poll 100 people, and how many times in your life have you had to fucking, at the drop of a hat, whip out your fucking blood type?
0.
Is it on your license?
No.
No.
Listen, don't be...
No, there's a few things that my mom like ingrained. She was like, you need to know these things. I know it's Social Security.
Just in case you have to have
number,
an impromptu blood transfusion.
You know both your parents' blood type?
Yes. Yep.
That's interesting.
Interesting.
I don't even know my own.
Yeah.
I just learned my own because I gave blood like a year ago.
I gotta get blood next week.
Oh, you might pass
Weren't you
out.
supposed to get it last week? Are you still pushing it
I
off?
postponed
He
it.
keeps on pushing it off because he doesn't like needles going his arm because he might
He's
pass out.
scared.
Pussy.
Wow, it is amazing to me.
I know.
He can never be a woman.
Everybody's got a thing.
Everybody's got a thing. That's my thing. Well, it's one of my things.
It's one of your things.
I got things.
blood.
Yeah.
If I was
Not
like
blood.
if
It's
I,
not blood.
So if I like cut myself really bad, I fall off of this desk.
I'm fine with that.
You're fine with that,
fine
even
with
if
that.
you try and help me and it gets on you.
100%. That doesn't bother me at all. It's my blood coming out of my body in
Gotcha.
a fucking little tube.
So if you fall and start bleeding, you might pass out.
No, I don't think it's.
So it's
You
straight
think
up
it's the
medical.
act of them
yeah, it's
extracting
just
it?
the act of them extracting.
Yeah, I don't look.
I mean,
like
I was
to
cool
think
as
of
a
it. It's so
cucumber when my
dark.
fucking shoulder came out of my body. I was laughing and making jokes.
You kind of got to be. You're probably in shock.
Definitely.
Oh, I remember why I brought up that lesbian movie before.
And we're back, circling back to the lesbians.
It was because there was a like rampant marijuana use in the in it, like casual. Like these girls are like, they work at a fucking agency, and they're just
right.
going home and gardening.
Nice.
Love.
Smoke.
Love that.
She said love.
And then they were doing other things to each other.
Taking the scissors to
them.
the garden.
Oh my God.
What? You got to bring your tools.
Yeah.
Once we release that other episode,
Got to bring your tools.
the one I sent you guys this morning.
No, that's ridiculous. I can't even believe. Like, just fucking turn my mic off. I don't even know what goes on.
I'm starving. I gotta get something.
I know. I just grabbed
Starving, dude.
a little muffin I made.
What'd you make?
Cute little oat flour banana muffins.
That's cute.
Nice.
Thank you. I'm starving too.
Very domestic of you.
How many of those did you make?
12.
How long is that going to last in your house?
3 days.
It's a good amount of days. That wouldn't last fucking.
This is my second one today.
That wouldn't last more than a couple hours in my house.
Yeah, I do like fucking 3 in a fucking minute.
Are they like
Yeah, that's
brownie
my
size?
second one already. They're not that big,
Size?
but there's nothing in them really.
What was that day that you and I were here last week, bro? You destroyed that box of chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, like nervous. Like I was like total stress eating. I just ripped through a box of fucking.
I came in the next day. It was in the same spot that you left it. And I went to like put my hand in it to see if I could get like a nice morning snack. Empty.
Crumbs.
Yeah, I hit that thing like it was a crack pipe. Like I was like fucking out. It's hard, man. It's hard. You know, it's hard. It's really hard.
Oh boy,
My ears are getting hot right now for some reason.
Yeah, because it's hard.
that's weird. Head's getting hot.
Anywho's, so much 4th of Juloons.
Father's
Is it
Day
though?
this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Father's Day. Cute.
Wow.
You guys do anything as fathers?
I'm hoping to go to the beach all day. That's about it. Take a day in the sand.
You enjoy that?
I do now. Now that the kids are older and self-sufficient, yes. Baby diaper on the beach,
No.
not interested. Putting a pool up, tent up.
It's a fucking. It's a trek to fucking get
Yeah.
out to the beach with a bunch of kids.
It's a lot. And then you got to make sure they don't get swallowed by the ocean, and that's big. You got to make sure of that.
It's hard to relax.
That's an important part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when you got to get like a nanny.
Yeah, an au pair.
Au pair.
Yeah. If I had a nanny, I'd call her an au pair.
This is my au pair.
I don't say that word.
Why?
It's just a weird word.
Au pair?
Au pair?
Yeah, I'm not saying it.
Why not?
I refuse to.
I think it turns them on.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Definitely not.
What beach do you go to, Kurt?
That's like part of the
What'd you
rules.
say?
What beach do you go to?
Overlook. It's kind of the family beach, but they took away the playground. So now we don't know how this season's going to go.
I haven't been to Overlook in forever.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you go by
that's
boat.
Not by me.
Where'd you go, Tobey?
No.
No, I
No,
would
you're
go
the
to
other way,
Cup
right?
Sock.
She's the other way?
North Shore. The other way.
Oh, North.
Yeah,
you in
Cup Sock.
North Shore? All right, I'll see you later. I'm getting off the show.
Well, no, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go to the beach in North Shore, but I grew up in North Shore.
Don't you just have rocks as
Wait,
sand?
where's
and
the what South Shore beach you go to?
Smith Point.
I would go to Smith's Point. We went to Cupsog in West Hampton.
I don't know what those are.
This guy knows it.
Smith's Point is on the South Shore, is on the bay?
Yeah. It's where that, remember the plane crash was, TWA, back in the day?
I didn't know that.
When the plane crashed out over the ocean? It's like out that way.
You think the planes, you think it's still there? The wreckage?
I think they take it out of the
The
water and
wreckage.
reassemble it.
Put it back up into fucking. Put it back
they
up in the
don't
We
rotation.
love Boeing. If anyone's listening, we love Boeing aircrafts. We love
Oh, that's
them.
right. Didn't you send us? Was that you sent us like a thing about like planes just blowing up or something?
Who?
Yeah, like it's not. There's been some issues with Boeing, and then all the whistleblowers are getting killed.
Got it.
Seriously,
Whoa. What are you talking about?
you haven't heard this?
No, what's going on? I mean,
So like, there's been issues for years with some Boeing planes, like all the like not catastrophic, but like the door that flew off that plane recently
Yep.
was a Boeing. So there's been some issues, and then this guy came out who worked in Boeing manufacturing for like 20 years,
Nice.
and it was like a whistleblower, and he was like, the practices aren't great, quality control is not good. Next thing you know, he's found in a parking lot with a bullet wound in the back of his head.
get
Seriously?
the
And
hell
it
out
happened
of here.
again.
I heard about that. I
Yes.
did hear about that.
Yeah, and it happened with the second guy. Like he was set to do like some presentation in a few
Testify.
Mm-hmm. So if anyone asks, I love
Know
Boeing.
this story.
What the fuck
Why?
did you get like the gunshot handler?
I can.
Oh, all right, now you're back. Wait, so
Have I
two?
now?
It's not.
Oh,
This is
really?
not
You guys didn't
conspiracy
freeze for
theory.
me?
It's real. 2 people were actually killed.
I'm gonna send you an article after. Yes. Well, but killed is loosely. Yeah.
Well, I mean, bullet in the back
What
of
do
the
you
head
mean
is
loosely?
pretty
I
fucking
mean,
killed.
whistleblower, death a couple weeks later.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 2 are dead, but they didn't say killed because
That's
no one's gonna say
awesome because
that.
they got paid off not to say killed. What state is this happening in?
Oh God, I don't know those states.
But was it like multiple states? Like, did a guy come out in like Alabama and then a guy came out in Texas?
What's wild to me is that in the era of social media, they could still get away with that.
Killing people?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're not going to get away with it. It's only 2.
No, they're gonna get away
Are
with
you
it.
considered a mass murderer if you do that?
It's probably not the
Probably
same.
the same
Probably
guy.
different companies, right? different companies are
You
doing it
think
for you.
real hitmen are a thing? Like, you know, like in the movies, you see like
Yes.
cool
Yeah.
hitman, like
Yes.
Definitely.
like there's people that are just living like fucking on Hickory Lane and like
Oh yeah.
Mr. Wilson, and this guy just fucking goes and kills people. Like
Yeah.
that's real.
I want to know what the price is.
It's got to be a lot.
I don't think it's as much as we.
you
think
got to get it
is.
to fucking kill somebody.
10 grand.
No,
No,
way.
I think it's like
that's like some.
I want to
street
go
life
with
shit.
like 50.
I bet you could get somebody killed for 10 grand.
No, you definitely can.
That's
but,
not going to be a safe way though.
No, you
You're probably
definitely
gonna
can.
be like connected
But
to it
I'm
somehow.
talking about like the guy who lives in his house who has like fucking glasses and has a day job as an accountant, and people think he's just a. You know
I don't
what
think they
mean?
have day jobs. If you're a good hitman, you do a couple hits a year, and that's about it.
Hitman?
Hitman.
And you think a couple
Yeah, like,
hits a
what
year
does
is
your
good for,
family
like, a
think
few
you
hundred,
do?
like $1 million a year? You got to be making at least $1 million a year if you're fucking killing people.
I think so.
I mean, I think you probably have. Yeah, but you're thinking about it in the most like glamorous way.
Definitely.
I'm not saying it's
I'm
great.
not talking about like Paco from the block.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
I think there's more of that, you know, like more like hitmen within the gangs that are out
Yeah,
there.
no, I don't mean that. I don't mean
You
that.
think in a gang there's like one like solid hitman, like
Definitely.
that's who they go
Doubt.
to?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
That's cool. Where's that movie?
Just write it.
What do you mean? There's a million movies of a fucking hitman in the gang.
No, I mean like the motorcycle gang or something. Or neighborhood
I
watch.
need-
Who knows?
If any hitmen want to come on the show and talk about it, we're game.
I'd love it.
But I feel like part of it is like stalking the person. Like that takes time.
That's the fun part. Got to get the
You
right
know,
spot.
it's not like how many hits are they doing in a year?
Probably not a lot.
I would like no more than 2 a month.
Not
at
on the high
most.
end.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of killing. 2 a month?
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, how much are they making
Gotta be
per
like,
hit?
You think they're still using like silences? You think that like is like that? Yeah.
I also
What was that guy's name? From that movie, the murder movie. You loved it.
the murderer movie,
Oh,
The Hitman.
the hitman. What
Was it called The
the
Hitman?
new
Yeah.
one, the Michael Fassbender?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's, you know what I mean? That's what I want to be.
But that,
I wanna be
that
that
Yeah,
was
that's what we're
now?
picturing.
Yes.
That was like in now times. How much was he making? What was he doing?
That guy was making millions. See the house that he had?
Millions. So extra glamorified.
Yeah.
Well, but here's the thing.
But he was
about-
shooting like dignitaries and shit.
Here's the thing about like, you know, what I want to know about the hitman is like, what's the infrastructure around them? You know, like the hitman's not talking to the person.
No.
He's got admin.
No,
I
he
think,
just gets a phone call.
you know,
Yeah.
like so you got to go to the guy, right?
Right.
So you got to. So it's actually a middleman in this situation. You're not paying the hitman directly.
Right.
You're paying the hitman agency.
You know who knows about this for sure? Gay.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely.
So do you think
So it's
the
definitely more than
middleman
bumped up.
goes to hell too? Like, does he have to answer? Yeah, right.
Everybody that works there,
to hell.
secretaries.
Goes to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is hell real? I don't think so.
I'm figuratively speaking, but they get blamed. They're blamed for it as well. 100%.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, you mean like if it goes bad, do they go down for it? Or
Yeah,
you talking
I'm
about
not-
is
but
it
I'm not
morally
really-
wrong?
Morally, like, would they have to answer to it? I think so.
Someone comes to you and says, "I need you to find somebody to kill somebody for me."
Yeah, you're in trouble. You kind of killed that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely an
I'm just
accessory.
trying to see if we're on the same page here. If we're not on the same page, we might have to move
Definitely
out.
an
I need you to
accessory.
find somebody to kill for me.
I like those things that are like when couples want to kill each other for their like tax money and shit, and they get caught by like
Oh, yeah,
undercover
yeah.
cops. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so cool because they're trying to get $10,000, and that's when you know it should be wrong.
I think if you do your research and you like poke around enough, you could find a good hitman for 10 grand.
It's cheap.
You know?
A spouse that has their fucking spouse killed for insurance money, that is as deep as it gets, man.
I bet you it happens. A
Like,
lot.
you are a horrible human.
or it's like the rich people that want to get rid of their annoying spouse.
You're still horrible though.
Oh, you're absolutely horrible, but
I
I'm
know what
saying
you're
it goes both ways. I think it's
That's
the
a
one
level of horrible that's like almost inconceivable.
Well, yeah, I would hope so, or else he wouldn't be my friend.
Interesting.
If you thought that was cool and talked about it every 3
But
weeks,
yeah, you know, just kill the bitch. Money's
But
no
you think
object.
Well, like,
You
what
think it's like
Go ahead.
American Sniper, like a guy that's in the military turned hitman?
yeah.
Like,
Oh, I
what's
think a
the
lot of those
pipeline?
guys.
Definitely.
Get
A lot of
some of
those guys go
That
that
kind of
way.
like lost their mind a little bit?
Yeah,
I think
and
a lot.
they're just looking for some action.
yeah, or they're
You know-
looking for action.
No, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
What?
What did you just
Like, I respect the troops. Obviously, thank you for your service. 4th of July is coming up. I love America.
Go ahead, go for it. What do you got?
Something about the military gives me weird vibes.
What, just the concept of like sending young boys over to other countries to murder
Yeah,
people?
but- use the word boys. You have to use the word boys.
You couldn't pay me to date a guy in the forces, the armed forces.
But why?
I just don't get good juju from them.
Interesting.
I respect the shit out of you loving your country so much to give yourself up. We might need to cut this part out. But
No, this is
I
beautiful.
don't get good energy
Let's put it.
from the people there.
Based on your experience.
Yeah, I don't have much experience. I just think, like, you're married. I don't trust a single one of you guys. Not a single one.
You don't.
You-
Wait, what?
You're
You don't
saying-
trust a single
saying-
military guy?
Correct.
Really?
Kind
I
of,
thought you said
yeah.
married men in general.
No, married men that are in the military.
Oh, okay.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
a pretty
Do you-
broad
Not a
brush.
single
Do you
one.
feel like that goes the same for cops?
Ooh. Good
Yeah, actually, yes.
Wow.
I think there's a lot of infidelity. I think like the super. Nah, man.
I think there is, but I think the military, more or less, I think that could go both ways as well. The
No, but
woman's home
she's-
by herself for a while too.
She's 100% right. It's definitely a thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't put that.
I think
on
the
a person.
complex is very specific.
We should ask Huge Fat Loser when he comes on.
Maybe,
We'll probably-
maybe it's the fact that all they see is misery.
Was he in the military?
He was a cop.
He's a cop.
Okay, he probably would hate me
No, he's awesome.
for saying what I'm
Maybe
saying.
it's the fact that they're seeing miserable things all the time, and their life seems to always have that
I
drab
think that has a lot.
So they're
I think
different.
It has a lot. To
You
do.
lose touch with reality.
with reality.
In
Absolutely.
a lot of those positions, like, even I was talking about my brother, you become a different person,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah, because most of the time people will get a job like that, and this is most of the time. This is not a general statement. This is a general statement.
Yeah, everything I'm saying is a grain
I
of
think
salt.
most of the time people get jobs like that just kind of because it's a good gig. They can get it. The benefits are good. It's a
I
pension.
don't believe that.
I don't think a lot of people, and then I think when they get into it and they realize that they have to touch the fucking bottom of the barrel of society day in and day out, it's a very hard fucking
Seeing how
pill to
you
swallow.
how you talk about everything else that's conceived around us, I think that is blown up out of proportion as well.
What?
People who are only joining the force because they think it's a good gig, they get a pension, blah blah blah. I think it's very family driven. I think it runs in blood like no other.
Yeah.
I think,
But
the
I don't think a
military
lot
is
of
the
people
same
like,
way.
I want to save the world, so I'm going to become a cop. I don't think that I think some,
I think a lot of it starts off that way.
not a lot. Yeah, maybe.
That's what I think it
Maybe-
starts off
maybe
that
I'm
way.
wrong.
I don't think you're walking in there because you're going to have good health care.
I think they have great health care and great job
But
security,
I don't
and they
think
make
you're
really good
walking
money.
in
Well,
there for that.
theoretically, I think a lot of people do. A lot of people do. And it's like, I don't want to say that it's not hard because I'm not shitting on fucking law
Oh
enforcement.
god,
because-
yeah, I think it's
but-
definitely hard.
It is definitely hard.
But it's not like it's not hard in the way that other things are hard, like in terms of like the things you have to do to get in. I don't think.
No, I don't think the getting in is hard, but I think the everyday work is.
The making it your life
Very
is
hard.
hard. Yeah.
You try pulling over a fucking car, you won't want to do it. You're never going to knock on that door.
I think it would be kind of fun to be like in the fucking shoot 'em ups. No?
Come on now. Come on now.
I mean, like, there's a certain level of like fucking.
I think there's also people who go into it for that. They want the
I
excitement.
think there are definitely people like adrenaline junkies.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a thing.
And like want to be the more powerful people in society, I think.
The stats would be interesting because I do believe that it's a huge stereotype, a lot of what you guys are talking about
Yeah.
right now. It'd be interesting
Probably.
to see how many people
Both
actually,
sides are stereotype.
Yeah, both sides. I think it's interesting. I think that you do get a lot of people because you got to what you're talking about is a lot of like the people who were lost when we were younger,
Yes.
who were
Yeah.
like, let me
Needed
get
some
some
order.
But I don't think a lot of those people actually do it or make it through.
And stay
Ah.
with it.
I think it's just a lot of like noise around it being a good job.
I met a lot more
I
people.
don't think it's as good of a job as it was anymore.
No, I don't think so either.
I met
But
a
I don't
lot-
think it was ever really a good
No.
job. It was, like that's a subjective thing. You're dealing with, like you said, the bottom of the barrel.
Right.
It's
I've met a
tough.
lot of people that have said, I'm going to be a cop, and it never happens. Like, I'm studying to be a cop, and
Yes.
it never happens. And you know what I mean?
A lot of politics.
Yeah.
I know a few cops.
Everybody knows some cops. We're from Long Island. We have thousands of cops. You go to another state, they have like 7.
Yeah.
I might have said this on here, but I've been saying it a lot lately. Something that I notice is that the Suffolk County cops and the Nassau County cops, first of all, might cut this out, but a lot of
We might cut this whole section.
a lot of cute Suffolk County
A lot of
cops.
hotties.
Like all of a sudden, just coming out of the woodworks.
You like a lady in uniform?
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's really funny is that like when I pass like a car on the street, it's a cop car.
This is gonna be
And, like,
misogynistic.
What do you say?
Nothing.
And like it's a dude, like I
This
always
whole
like
thing.
avoid the gate. Like I don't want to look at the cop because next thing you know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. But when it's a female, I'm like directly trying to make eye contact.
What, to give her a wave? Like,
Yeah, I don't
thanks
know.
for your service.
I'm like, hey, cool.
You guys are weird.
You're cool. Yeah, cut that out.
I like cops.
My second part was that they're very young.
Most of the time.
No, nowadays, like it used to be hard to, you have to know somebody, you had to wait on a list, ba 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 ba. Suffolk County cops, it's one of the highest paid jobs you could have. Like
Yeah.
I think as
Yeah.
a cop, they're fucking babies.
I
They're
agree.
all like early mid 20s.
I think that's
Like-
just because we're getting older.
No, I think that it used to be more people wanted the job. And like people would wait on a list for like 15 years
It's
to get
not
the
like that
job
anymore?
and get it in their 30s. I think, you get it. And I think what you're saying is right too, that a lot of them are family,
Right.
like they get some sort of an advantage because they're
There's pride in that.
It's like firemen.
Yeah.
Firemen in the same way.
I like a fireman.
Yeah, but you think the firemen are any better?
And no.
Good call.
And
Just more
I
your
would like to say
aesthetic?
that I
You like the
started
fucking
this more of
suspenders and the wife beater?
I
or
don't
better?
trust the fidelity of a lot. That's where they give me, like, more from a dating sense, give me bad juju. And I love a man in uniform.
But I also think
However.
I think it's a stereotype.
That's putting
Oh,
a
definitely.
lot on
Yeah.
cops
No, I
and
got it.
military and pilots. They're never home. I'm sure they're cranking it out in hotel rooms.
I don't know. It is it's not like I respect the profession. It's just I
You just
get
don't-
bad juju from the guys.
But I get it. Guys probably get like juju like that from flight attendants. You think
Flight attendants.
Like they were known to be risque. You know
Yeah,
what I
women?
mean? Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
there's.
I mean, they're all gay now.
I
But
think these are all stereotypes, but for a reason. There's a reason why all these things are stereotypes. There is truth to all
don't
of this.
Stereotype.
Not that like
I hate this
fantasy.
whole section. I'm already regretting everything that I said.
you brought this is you.
Mike Pelicano loves America. He's gonna listen to this and be like, "Oh my god."
No, but
I
this is
don't-
love
there's
America.
nothing anti-America about this at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not at all,
I
man.
don't like to pass judgment as I just did for 25
Sometimes you
minutes.
fucking have to. Bro.
for a large group
human.
of people, the Long Islanders, you did.
I could care less about.
And
I honestly
Bostonians.
get worse vibes from the Southern group.
How many fucking Southern
talking about
cops are
South
you
Shore?
fucking hanging out with?
No, I'll tell you guys later.
No, tell us now. Tell us right now.
Wait, what do you mean Southern group? Like people down south, or
Down south, yeah.
I think that those people, I don't know, they're underpaid.
They're definitely underpaid.
I mean, for what when you think about what you got to, like, especially like in the military, like, we're gonna go drop you off in a fucking desert war zone where people are trying to
Just
fucking
the simple
kill you.
fact, if there's a protest, you gotta go.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
God.
tough. It's
But
tough
it-
gig. Tough gig. No question about it.
Yeah.
It's when I say I hurt my arm, I gotta go to the doctor.
And now, like, what I think is even harder about it is like now in today's day and age with fucking social media, it's like those people are probably so conflicted over like whether or not they're doing the right thing. There's
Oh, I'm
probably so
sure.
much like psychic warfare going on.
Sure.
Like in terms of like, am I doing the right thing?
Yeah, especially when someone's screaming in your face and spitting on your
Yeah,
nose. Yeah,
100%.
it's the tough time.
There's like 3 people with a camera in your face
Yes.
trying to make
Well,
you do
yeah,
the
the
wrong
social
thing.
media aspect is crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah. It's like, you ever see those Instagram or TikToks and they're like like defending justice, like that's what their gig is, right? And they'll go to like a public place and record.
Oh yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And then the cops come,
badge
they're like,
number?
can't do that. Yeah,
Which
exactly.
badge number?
It's oof. Get a fucking life,
I went down a hole of that a couple times, and that was it just gets you frustrated, but then you can't do anything about it. I know my rights.
Yeah, like guys like fucking quoting the Constitution.
Yep.
Ugh. Ugh.
Like everybody
Anyways.
memorizes it. 1B4.
I love everyone. And
Those-
I do.
No, you
Meg,
don't.
You don't
No, you
have to
don't.
love
You don't have
everyone,
to.
dude.
I know, but it sounded bad.
It didn't
No, it
sound
didn't.
bad.
How many cops you think know their blood type? Is that a prerequisite?
Probably,
You gotta know.
they might argue that you should know. They've probably seen some crazy shit.
Yeah. Get your
I
blood.
just don't think that's
I don't think what?
I don't think that on the fly transfusions are happening like
think
that.
so. I don't think so.
These days. Also, doesn't your iPhone know your blood type somehow? Probably.
Probably. It knows everything.
Yeah.
I did the transfer the other day to somebody. I needed like a picture from somebody. You ever touch the phones? And it does that thing? I've never seen that before. Like, I've always airdropped everything.
I don't think I ever did that either.
Holy cow. It was like a robot. It was so great.
I was listening to a thing this morning about the HRV,
HR puff and stuff?
the HRV thing about the best way, HR touch and stuff. You just said.
No, puff and stuff, but he
And-
definitely touched people.
The guy was comparing Garmin's ability to track your HRV versus the Apple Watch's ability to track your HRV. And they're both like terrible ways of doing it because of where it is on your arm, and how they do it is like it's just sending a beam of light into your blood, and then it's like testing the blood flow.
Whoa.
So but the Garmin one is on such a bad operating system that it's like the worst way to do it. But the Apple one does it makes so many calculations. There's such a crazy computer in here that over time, if it's not reading it correctly, it knows because it's taking so many calculations and has such an algorithm that it throws out the bad data.
Wow.
That's wild.
It's fucking crazy.
That is wild.
It was
But
interesting.
to get true HRV numbers with the Apple Watch, do you have to sleep with it?
I don't know. I didn't hear
I
that part
feel
of it.
like probably, right? Because I get from the Ring, I get that in the morning. I get told it from
I
the
want to
day.
get a tracker again, but I don't want to wear the Whoop on the other wrist. I think Whoop
Get a
is
little one of
fucking
these.
fantastic. Yeah, I thought about the Ring, but I don't know. That's kind of fucking weird too.
Yeah, and gay.
Talking about bad data.
Like a guy with 2 rings, you know?
Did you watch the Ashley Madison documentary?
No.
No.
We'll bring it back. We'll watch it and then don't talk about it right
That
now.
was wild.
Yeah. They were saying the best HRV thing is
Right after you watch Ashley Madison?
a chest
Your heart explodes.
what's it called? Strap.
Yeah, the one that
Who's
Rogan
wearing a
Yeah.
chest strap?
When you're I don't think you have to wear it to sleep because they were talking about just doing it during exercise. It was Peter Attia. He was saying he's got like multiple different things he checks, and usually they're within like one whatever the hell they were explaining. It was a lot of science. But he was saying that the Garmin one was like always like 10 to 20% off.
I'd like to know where I'm at. I'm probably low right now.
But he said that they were talking about that too. They were saying that like if you have a low HRV and it's always low, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's like, if your baseline's 21 or 22, you're doing the right things if you get it up to like 30, and you're doing the bad things if you get it down to like 10. So just don't do that consistently, So
HRV, Kurt.
Whoop.
how are you doing? You eating chicken, salad? You off that?
Chicken. Yeah, I'm doing chickens. Grilled chicken, salad
And
every
cigarettes.
lunch. I'm just screwing up dinner because I eat too late. There's too many things going on. I'm not eating a lot.
What about that guy that threw you off last week trying to make you buy a whole pie of pizza with different toppings
Oh
on it?
man, that was weird. Wasn't that weird?
I don't think so.
You didn't think so?
No.
I've never seen anybody order
I
two
thought that was weird.
2 sausage, 2 plain, and this, and then a guy go, "You want me to make you a pie? A pie of what? A pie of sausage? I don't want all sausage." Like
It's pretty obvious what he was saying.
Nobody makes 2, 2, 2, and 2.
I've never
it was
seen that.
4,
Never.
2, and 2.
Still.
That's nice that he was going to do that, no?
It is kind of
You know what though? I like reheated pizza. So when I come to you for reheated pizza, I'm not coming to you for a melting hot pie.
Well, they don't have the 2 slices you asked for. They're not just sitting there.
Reheated pizza. That's
Sure, they didn't have his slices.
They had pepperoni.
They didn't have meatball.
They didn't have meatball.
So and he ended up throwing slices of meatball just on top anyway.
I love
Yeah,
that.
that's what they do.
So he didn't make us a pie.
He did.
The meatballs weren't fresh. The meatballs were not
What do you
fresh.
think? They're hand rolling
Yeah.
meatballs back there before you put them on your pie? They're
No,
never
but
fresh.
they should be sliced with fresh mozzarella on top of it.
No, that was a pie that was made from scratch. We were there for
I
like
don't
45
believe
minutes.
it.
I don't know. I
believe
want
the
pizza
meatballs.
right now.
I love pizza. I could have pizza every
Pizza
single day.
sounds great.
Yeah.
You know what I had yesterday?
Richie's?
Which you didn't think was Richie's. That's an operation over there.
Richie's Pizza? That's a great name.
Oreos, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sour Patch Kid Oreos.
Well, that's weird.
What is that?
What?
Better than you would think it would be.
How many could you have?
What color is the stuff in the middle? Yellow?
White, like speckled white.
Like funfetti?
Interesting.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that.
That's weird.
It was surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be. I was not looking
like
good.
you bought those?
No,
Like,
no,
I'm
somebody
gonna-
bought them and said, try these.
He's lying.
I swear.
I was going to say, would you ever buy it again? Like, no, you'll never buy it again.
I mean, for you guys to try it, maybe.
Oreos are good though. Just the Oreo.
Oreos or chocolate chips?
I'll eat a sleeve right now.
I'll do Chips Ahoy. I think most of the time, but I like them both. I think I'd take Chips Ahoy.
Oreos
over
are
Oreo.
Chips
so much
over
better.
Oreo.
Yeah. We've done this before.
Chips
Oh, I
Ahoy.
think- I
is
think
Yeah, we have.
straight up dusty.
So
cookie.
back in the day, the soft batch Chips Ahoy.
No,
were
I don't
fucking
fuck with any
amazing.
different brands. It's just original blue bag Chips Ahoy, thin and crunchy, or fucking Oreos. Don't double stuff my Oreo. It's not
Oh
right.
my
I don't like
god!
double-stuffed Oreo
You don't
either.
think so?
No,
I don't like double
what a
stuffed.
waste
Oh
of time.
my
It's too
god!
much. It's too much.
No, it's so good.
It's too much over the top.
No,
I love sucking that cream out the middle.
Oh.
It's like,
That's a clip.
where did all my questions go?
I don't know.
Where'd that box of questions go?
I don't know.
Somebody's
Things
actually
disappearing. I
take it
also
home and play it.
one of my watch bands is missing from my office too. The white one.
Who's around here?
Is there a
Night?
thief?
I don't know.
The cleaning lady?
Alexa, are you stealing shit from us?
Come on, she's playing the game.
For a kid, she's having a baby.
Good for her.
Oh,
She's
does she know what
married?
she's having?
no, she's not married. She's having a
Fucking kidding me.
What? That means multiple things.
she's having a girl.
That's stress.
Good for her.
Kern's amazing.
You can't say good for somebody all the time. I mean, she could not have wanted it.
Oh my god.
Have you noticed? Fucking.
I think at this point, what does it matter though?
Well, no. If you decide to have it, yes, absolutely, be happy. All I said was woof. Like there's a story.
Because she wasn't married?
There's a
She's not
story.
married?
Yeah.
Who cares?
It's great. There could be so many things going on. Don't you know that? Have you noticed that fucking pregnancy test on TV? Have you noticed this? Most of the time, pregnancy tests for like the last 15 years since they were invented digitally, it was always a couple hoping to have it say pregnant. Have you noticed like a couple MTV commercials? Now it's not pregnant and the girl is relieved.
I don't see those
It's
commercials.
fucking bizarre.
That
It's so
is
cool.
interesting.
Also,
What a great selling point.
also, let's back it up.
Yes.
They're digital?
Oh, come on.
Are you serious?
You didn't know
Yeah,
that?
you didn't know that?
No, I had no like
Yeah.
thermometers.
No,
Like
meaning
the
like
little
it
line.
says pregnant
It'll
or not
say the
pregnant.
word.
There's a battery
Yes,
in
it'll
it.
say the word.
Something. Yeah,
Yes.
there's got to be a battery
That
in it.
seems like not necessary.
It's a waste of a battery because you're throwing that thing right away.
Why
But I
don't
was
you
gonna
just
say, I
get
feel like
the
it's
old
totally
school,
necessary
give me one line, give me two line.
Because
you know?
nobody could tell the
because they're
difference.
never clear.
Yeah, everybody's stupid. They're not clear. So it literally has to say not or yes.
I mean, I've never experienced a pregnancy test in my life, so
Never ever once?
never once.
That's remarkable. That's remarkable. Meg, have you seen those commercials?
No, I thought you were going to say
was-
Meg. Have you
I
taken
was
a
going to
pregnancy
ask
test?
that, but no way would she like that question. I am not doing that.
No comment on that one. Thank you.
So that's a yes.
What was your question?
Have you seen those commercials where they are relieved that it's not pregnant?
I haven't, but I'm not surprised.
I think.
Where do
I
you
think it
see
was-
these
I think it-
commercials?
MTV. I think it's like probably fucking NBC.
I don't watch
MTV is
it.
still a
Shit.
thing?
Yeah, Jersey Shore. I mean, come on. You know what?
I didn't know. Is it still channel 29?
29.
Remember when it used to be
29. He
No.
was never
53
29.
last time. I remember.
53. 29 is a
Yeah.
long time ago.
29 is
Long
like
time ago.
holy
Long
shit.
time ago.
God.
53 it was.
You just scrolled forever for 1982 to fucking fill in the shit.
Wow. Channel
my wife
53.
pregnant?
I thought that was a really cool marketing point that somebody finally was just like, hey, how about the people that don't want to be pregnant? And they're taking a test to make sure like of what they're going through.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think it's more so than not. I didn't say that right, but you know what I meant.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
No, I think the people who hope they're not pregnant are not going to take a test.
You think more people are taking a test to find out, to hope that they're not pregnant than people that want to be pregnant?
No, more people are
No, I
taking
think
it to
it's
want
still
to be
people
pregnant.
who. Yes, I agree with that.
I don't think so.
The people who don't
I'm
want to
trying
be
to go on the
pregnant
positive
are
way.
like, I hope I bleed tomorrow. I hope I bleed tomorrow.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is the consumer. Is it more people that are buying them because they're trying to get pregnant?
Yes.
Or people who are buying them
Yes,
because
I do
they
think so.
accidentally might be pregnant?
No, they're trying to get pregnant.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
You're talking about a lot of accidents that get to the point where they have to go to the store and buy a $32 fucking battery. That you pay
Those
on.
people are going to buy Plan B instead.
Ooh.
Is that over the counter?
Yeah, that wasn't part of our life. How's that work?
Yeah, you could just get that.
It's over the counter? Like you just go and pick it up like from the Tylenol section?
It's like whiteout.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it really work?
In multiple ways.
Again, I'm not going to comment on this situation.
You
here.
can't say
Holy
whether or not
cow.
it works?
Wow, you've been pretty.
No, yeah, it does.
I'm not saying I'm not saying it hasn't
work.
worked for you. I'm not asking you that.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously
first of all, I don't have any kids, so I'm good.
This is actually a
I mean,
commercial for Plan B right now.
Sponsored by Plan B.
and I am child free. Yeah, it makes you bleed quicker.
Oh shit.
Do people buy
right.
those?
I would
like,
have been good with yeah, it works.
Do you think people buy those as much as people buy condoms? Do you buy
No.
Plan B?
No way.
I think people rely on it a little too much.
Sure.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Like that's in the scene?
Yeah,
because
definitely.
it's meant
like
to
it's in
be
the
like an
pocketbook?
accident.
I
thing.
saw a fucking video on like a reel or something with some chick was doing a podcast and she's like, yeah, I just had coffee and Plan B for breakfast. Like fucking, like said it like so casually like that. But I feel like that's
It's
definitely
not good for your body.
Yeah, of course it's not.
Yeah, neither are period pills.
Yeah. What's a period?
You know what I mean?
What the fuck are we talking about? Why is Kurt trying to traverse the fucking
This episode is crazy.
gynecology fucking
You mean birth control?
space?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You just said period pills.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Period regulation
Yeah, like
pills.
what? Because you're right though. You're right. But,
You're gonna have some
yeah,
situations
anyways.
going on over there in
What do
your
you mean?
house. You got a lot of
just
girls.
wait.
Listen,
Got a lot of shit to weed through.
let's not talk about that until it happens. It's going to be a disaster.
Oh yeah.
We'll be here for it.
You're
You
in
can come to me. I'll be your teenage girl consultant.
I don't think there's anything you could do to help me. I think it's just going to be. I hear nothing but negativity of how bad it's going to get.
Well, no, but that's why she can help you. You can't get fucking. You need
Yeah,
tools.
but it's not. You can't feed into that.
You need
either.
tools
yeah,
to
but
help
why are
you.
we allowing it to just be so bad?
'Cause you're
Why
gonna get
can't
her-
these girls just fuck? No, I'm like, why do they have to be so
Girls.
Sassy.
girl? Yeah, sassy or like
What's the adjective?
unruly?
Oh.
Like
Nice.
they're allowed to
everyone
like
is.
yell at me.
Not everyone is.
Did you yell at your dad or mom when you got like
No.
real snippy?
I actually didn't.
Good.
I actually didn't. I was.
No,
a
but
pretty
that's
good
your
teenager.
fault. You let your kids
But there's
fucking
a
yell
lot
at you.
happening.
I hear teenage.
Dude, you can
girls
have a
get
teenage
nasty.
boy who's a fucking menace.
Yes, absolutely. They'll usually break shit, but
Yeah, but
I heard
breaking
teenage.
shit and yelling at you are two different things.
I heard teenage girls are a menace and their attitudes are
Like,
awful.
I will put my kids through the
Well-
fucking wall if they yell at me.
Yeah, you can't do it if it's a girl though.
No, but you can. You can verbally.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
no, but
really
like
hit 'em
kids are
hard.
just like dogs. But see, it's the
Oh
truth.
God,
If,
this
like,
is crazy.
The first time your daughter yells at you, if you don't say anything, and then it happens again and again, but if the first
You
time
absolutely say
you
something.
get like a snip, if you pull like a fucking 5 alarm, fucking like hit the fucking thing, just verbally, no,
I get it.
completely, and you fucking like turn off the light switch and you go devil dad, it won't happen too much. You're gonna scare the fucking shit out of them.
I would like to see you with a girl
No, I think
because
that-
it's different. It's different.
I understand, but I think there's a point to where like there's just a law of the jungle level of like you can't let anybody verbally fucking assault you.
I saw a show recently that's helping your side of the story.
You just said you can't verbally assault somebody, but he's the one verbally assaulting the kid.
It was called
maybe I'm
Under the
completely
Bridge on Hulu.
Oh, I heard
I've
about
heard
that.
about this.
It was a book, I believe, but it was about a girl who got murdered in Canada, and she was from like an Indian family,
Okay.
And I'm going to ruin the whole thing, but it doesn't matter. Whatever.
I don't have Hulu. Fuck Hulu.
That's right. I forgot. So, but the girl is like so rebellious because of like the Indian culture, which I was thinking about. And I'm like, we never really dealt with that around here, I felt like. Because we just had like people that were all different types all the time. But the way she gets back at her dad, because her dad like embarrasses her in front of like all of her like foster kid friends and shit like that, is that she tells the fucking cops that he touched her.
Oh my God.
And the dad goes to jail.
It's so hard. That's so hard.
Yeah, but that's psychotic.
That is kind of psychotic.
That's psychotic. Like
crazy.
you're a fucking psycho
believe
killer.
that.
This is a real story? True story?
It's a true story.
Because that's got to be
Yeah.
so difficult to prove. The wife probably gets on the daughter's side.
Is that the story
that's
of the
hard.
fucking Asian girl that killed the people?
She's an Indian girl and she gets killed.
So no.
Different story.
What is it called? Like What Happened to fucking Amy Wong or something? It's not called that.
No.
Oh, Under the Bridge. I said that already.
No, so I'm thinking of something completely different.
Yes.
I think I know what you're
Yeah,
thinking
you are.
of. I think I know
Yes,
what
in
you're
fact,
thinking
you
of.
are.
It's not this one.
You're not talking about what we were talking about. So yes, in fact, it is a different
But
thing.
you can watch it and report back to us on what happens.
Is it called Where's Amy Wong? No. Under the Bridge, like I said when I started this story.
Well, listen, I was a little bummed out
Is it on Apple TV?
before we started this
Oh.
episode, and I don't feel bummed out anymore.
There we go. That means it
That's-
works.
Hey, success.
That's pretty cool.
And that's positive.
That's positive.
That's nice.
That's it. That's
Positive
what happens when we
pants.
go over an hour.
A lot to cut out. Oof.
Yeah,
Kurt,
there
cut
is.
all this out.
I was gonna say I'll take the cuts this
No,
week. I got it.
because you're going to cut out the whole cop situation, and that was 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's gonna stress me out for a few weeks. That someone's gonna listen and get mad at me.
Gosh.
I'll
Meg, just live your
strategically-
truth,
I'll
Meg, live your
strategically dice
truth.
it up.
Yeah, can you please?
I'm starving.
I'm not even kidding. All right, thanks for listening, you guys. Support the troops. USA. USA.
get more in trouble for that than what you actually said.
No, I'm gonna cut that too, so it's all good. All right, have a good night. Thank you.
Good night.